Welcome to PC Chess Club, Season 1, Episode 7. This is our poster of the week. To achieve your dreams, remember your ABCs.
Little things that you have done, sacrifices made, a notice on the earth. Now proclaim, and I know up in heaven you're not supposed to cry, but I am almost sure there were tears in your eyes as Jesus took your hand and you stood before
Something different at PC Chess Club now. We're going to bring a different game each week just to show there's other interests, not just chess. And it allows you to bring some board games for people that may not be into chess. So it gives them something to do with their friends while maybe somebody else is here getting chess lessons or chess training. This one here, a really good one. That's Cubigami right there. That's Perplexus. We've had in other videos. Come down and try out Perplexus, or go to Walmart or Toys R Us, or you can buy it online. Perplexus is a little maze game. Give you fun for hours and hours. Hi, Meleke. And this one is called Instant Recall, Tapping Your Hidden Memory Power. This is a preview of the book that we'll be covering next week. So we're going to start something. Hold on a minute, Meleke. We're going to start something, and Meleke is back. Say hello, Meleke.
Hi.
So we're going to cover a little bit today, and we're going to do the video, and then we're going to teach Meleke some more chess. See what Meleke picks up today. This is a good one. Make your child a straight A+ student. The A+ program guarantees better grades. And this is something that we put up for the little kids. And we'll let Meleke try this out. Hey, Meleke, come here, try this out. This here says, I'm feeling. You take this and you put it on whichever little mood: silly, needy, sleepy, stressed, shy, confused, funny, cool, happy, brave, bored. Meleke says, sleepy. I'm feeling sleepy. But we thought that was really cute. I think we got that at Walmart. So we put that on here. We're going to do our little message board different each week. So bring something for the kids and the adults. And I thought that was a nice touch. You know, let the kids tell you how they feel today. How's your day going? Well, with a kid, you just show them this. And you just let them try that. These are some of the little magnets that we got. We'll use different ones. We got more magnets. Oh yeah, we got a lot of magnets. Little fridge magnets. There you go. To teach is to touch lives forever. That's for teachers. I'm a teacher. Well, a chess teacher. That one there. Let's see this one. Frog, faithfully relying on God. And just a little sailboat. And this is our quote of the week. It is called, if I can get this camera back where you can see it, it's called cooperation. And this is, chance favors the prepared mind. Here's something else that we're going to be adding each week. We've got a bunch of these things. Oh yeah, a bunch. And so we're going to add a different one each week. Take a look at this one. See what you think. Little poems. I'll bring this down where you have a chance to read it. If it's going too fast, just pause the video and go ahead and redo it, reread it. This is our game of the week that we have. Bring this up here where you can see it. This is called Name 5. Can you name 5? You just name 5 things, like name 5 foods on a stick, TV doctors. You can see it.
That game.
We're gonna do a chess video.
Like the game I'm in first.
Yeah, chess. We're gonna do the chess first.
Game?
Yeah. Yay. We're gonna do chess. And so this is an example. You can check this out. We'll go into this game a little more another time. And this is Aver. our sponsor for our document camera.
And yeah.
Okay, Malik, you gotta move your hand. We're recording now. This is Malik. Hold on, Malik. No. I don't want to get your head in the top of the video. The top of your head in the video. So I got to bring the camera over the top of your head, so you won't have your head. You'll be blocking the screen, Malik. They won't be able to see. Okay. This is the 1001 Meditations. Hold on, Malik. This is 1001 Meditations, and this is the meditation quote of the week.
Your mom? Oh my goodness.
No. Sorry.
Okay, hold on, Malik. Hold on. This one is number 384. It's called The Power of Prayer. The prayer of the heart is the source of all good, refreshing the soul as if it were a garden. St. Gregory of Sinai, the year 1360. Hold on, Malik. No. Don't.
Look at Suesa.
We're recording this. So we gotta get. No, we gotta get this big enough they could see it. People on YouTube, they gotta be able to see. No, Malik. No, don't, please. Please. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do the chest. Okay. There's that. These are the two books as promised, the ones on Dare to Be Different and the teen years. Instead of me talking through it, what I'll do is I'll just show you the book and you can go ahead and see it for yourself. Okay, Malik, hold on, let me see this. Let me get this done real quick so we can jump on the chest part. Give me that book, Malik. Awesome. This is the other one, A Parent's Guide to the Teen Years. Raising your 11 to 14-year-olds in the age of chat rooms and navel rings.
I'm 7 years old.
This is for the parents that have teenagers. Hold on, Malik. See if they can see that. Let's see. Oh, Malik, you're in front of the camera.
Oh.
They can't see.
Oh, sorry.
You're in front of the camera. They're going to see Malik's head. They'll see Malik's head. They won't be able to see the book. I can't see the book. I see Malik's head. The next segment is going to be how you learn checkmate. This is the way that you learn checkmate. So I'll go ahead and talk less talk and more action. We'll have a lot of chess to cover tonight. But this, go ahead and take a look at it. This is the best way to learn checkmate. It's an ideal way, especially for kids. Enjoy.
Later. Bye-bye. Hey. That's what she's traveling away from her home.
After they cover that, then this is the progression format we use at PC Chess Club. Hold on, we gotta get this up here for him.
I'm gonna check on my mom.
Okay.
I'm just bored anyway tonight, man. I get nothing to do.
You're not done for good, you're just done with that guitar, right? This guitar, guys. That's a vocal mic, it's hard to do on acoustic guitar.
Look at
It isn't? I never did check it, did I? I can go check it real quick. Or we can switch. This is it.
I never see it. That bite. No, you can't go get it.
me go put some more in there.
You'll notice here in this book, Master Checkmate Strategy, they don't go through puzzles as much as they start to go by groups. This is what we call pattern recognition, or patterns belief. So you start to look for patterns like attacking the F7 square. You look for things like how to hunt down the king and the back rank mate. When the king is all the way on the back row, you'll see different ways to get the king. And the corridor mate, that's another one that we teach the little kids, one of the early ones. Won't necessarily go right through the book page by page. But corridor mate is when the king is boxed in on the side of the board and they get him with a rook, usually.
I believe you, Jerry. As I walked up now,
And then this one is another one that we use. 303 tricky checkmate. These are really good for little kids or even for adults. If the adults are just starting out. Doesn't matter if you're a kid or an adult. If you're just starting out, you do a lot better if you have something that's easy to do. That's the first key. You notice these are set to mate in 2, checkmate in 2, white, and the second chapter black to move and checkmate in 2, and then a checkmate in 3, and then there's one last chapter on checkmate in 4, but the book is mostly on checkmate in 2 and 3. Let's take a look at how it's set up.
loose leads and I'll play some. Yeah. Yeah, let me have that acoustic. I'm gonna play, so I'm gonna chill down.
Okay, yeah. Well, head out. I'll play one more with you. I'm still here when you're ready to go.
Alright.
Yeah, you sound good, bro.
Steph, you ready to sing, play? Get set up.
Hello, this is still PC Chess Club. I'm finishing the video at the house. We had an emergency that came up and I had to go ahead and leave the salvage yard, come home and take care of an emergency. But that's all taken care of. Now we're going to go ahead and finish this video. You won't hear any music. I don't know if that's good or bad, but you will get the rest of the video. This says Gens Unus Sumus, we are one race. That's the motto or creed of the World Chess Federation. This is the World Chess Federation chessboard that we'll be using. And that, for anybody curious, is Princess Leia, my cat. Comical name, but we call her Princess Leia. We're going to go ahead and finish the video now with the books. The one that we're covering right now, I'm going to finish covering, is called Checkmate. More Chestercises, Checkmate by Bruce Pandolfini. Wanted to point out a couple of things in here real quick. What's chess all about? Quick answer: get the enemy king as fast as you can. Effective aggression or forcing mate in as few moves as possible is the point. Chestercises Checkmate is a collection of 300 problems, each of them a forced checkmate for you to discover. If you play a forced checkmate correctly, your opponent can't avoid losing, even with the best defense. The examples are arranged in 5 chapters, each chapter increasing by 1 the number of moves required to force mate. Chapter 1 contains only mates in 2, Chapter 2 mates in 3, and so on through Chapter 5. Which offers mates in 6 and finally 7 moves. So you get, in this book, you can get a couple of checkmates that will go all the way up to 7 moves. And the next book that we're going to cover here is going to be this one. We'll cover that in a few minutes. This one has like some checkmates in 10 moves. And as I said earlier, we had an emergency come up at the house. So I had to go ahead and take everything down. We had to pack everything in, TV, document camera, everything that you guys see in the videos. We had to get everything all packed up, hurry home, take care of an emergency at the house. Yeah. And I may do some more tutorials. Do a few more tutorials at home. I don't know yet. Let me think it over. I'll think about it. Each problem is introduced by a directive. In Chapter 1, white mates in 2 means that white moves first, black responds, and white's second move is the stroke of mate. Black mates in 2 means that black moves first, white answers, and black then mates. Similarly, white mates in 3 means white goes first, black responds, white and black move again, and black mates on his third move. Okay. I'm going to skip over some of this, not bore you with every little detail, but I'll read the high points. If there are many reasonable alternatives, several representative continuations are provided to show how corresponding defenses are handled. That would be a good reason to have this book. Not to learn, oh, okay, I know checkmate. That's not it. When you're really seriously going to learn the art of checkmate, which is just a part of chess, what you'll do is you'll learn it in stages. You'll learn a 2-move, well, first you'll learn a 1-move checkmate, which is just seeing checkmate. Just seeing, oh, hey, move this piece over there. The king can't block. King can't run anywhere. King can't take the piece. Oh, that's checkmate. Real simple. 2-move checkmates are a little different. You make a move and they try to block it, and then the next move is checkmate. And I'll be doing a series on these where we explore checkmate more in depth. And for the beginners, whether kids or adults, we'll break down the art of checkmate. Does it mean you're stupid, you're retarded, you're a moron, you can't find a checkmate in 10? No, it doesn't mean you're a moron because you can't find a checkmate in 10. You don't have to be outstanding or superstar. You don't have to be, extraordinary. You just have a way that you learn it. Okay? It's like music. People don't just necessarily all wake up one day being a great musician. A lot of them had teachers, coaches, lessons, and a lot of practice. Now, does practice make perfect? No. Not if your practice is stupid. It makes you more stupid. You just practicing wrong, you're just going to continue to get wrong. If you practice the right way, then you're going to get better. And I have my reading glasses on. I can see far away, but not too well up close. So I have to have these reading glasses so I can read up close. Checkmate in 3. Well, that one is more about setting up patterns. When you get into what we call 3s and 4s, those are about setting up patterns. You're going to spot the final position and say, well, if I had this and that over there, that would be checkmate. What do I need to do? Do I need to do positional play where I need to, do some kind of strategy to make this happen? Do I just need tactics? A lot of your checkmate will come from tactics, or a lot of your checkmates will come from tactics. Moving along with this book, let's get more into this. It was one I saw over here on the other side. Hold on. Alarm went off. For the defender, the mainline defense is the one that lasts the longest. Surviving for 4 moves is better than losing in 3. Okay? If several variations are equal in length, the main line is the most natural one, the one to be considered first. To get the most from this book, try to solve the problems from the diagram positions without, repeat, without, setting them up on a chessboard. This lets you practice visualizing chess moves in your head, which is what you do when actually playing. Your opponents won't let you move the pieces around to see if your ideas really work. Okay? If you can't solve a problem after several minutes, then set up the position on an actual chessboard. But even with real pieces in front of you, you should still try to find the solution without moving anything. Only after you've tried to discover the right moves this way should you move the pieces. Simulate game conditions. Pretend it's against the rules to take a move back or to experiment with a variation to see if it works. This can help you develop your analytic skills and improve your play more quickly. No pain, no gain. And then he just goes on the next paragraph to talk about if you're not a born killer, if you're not a born killer, you can learn how to be one in chess. Solving the checkmate exercises can sharpen your tactics and aggressive instincts while increasing your stockpile of patterns and related weapons. Okay, whoa, time out. Here's something to note. You don't have to have a killer instinct and be real aggressive, just kill everything on the board. That's not it. What I would say probably 95% of it is more knowledge than killer instinct. There's a lot of beginners that'll go out there and just try to kill everything that they see, let alone everything in their path. Just, oh, there's a piece, grab it. The old saying in chess, we say, Patzer sees, Patzer does. It means, oh, Patzer sees a check. Patzer says, oh, check. Well, the difference in our level at Grandmaster is we're looking to get the king. This piece right here, that's our goal. We're just looking to get that king. That's our goal. Checkmate. Get the king. So you don't want to just run out and say check, or just, oh, I'll take that pawn. Like in some variations, openings, it's called poison pawn. That's the reason why. It means you're going to learn tactics, and those are your building blocks. That's what's going to allow you to get some of these checkmates. He finishes out by saying, Chestersize's checkmate is based on situations that can occur in the opening or early middle game of your actual games. Play through the book the first time for fun, noting how long it took you to solve, well, how long it takes to solve each problem. On a second reading, try to beat your earlier record by solving each problem faster. Later, whenever you want to sharpen your play, try resolving a few problems in Chestersize's checkmate. Ideally, you'll want to determine the answer instantly. Spotting patterns quickly is what distinguishes strong players, and practicing in this way with diagrams is one of their secrets. Let's take a look at some of these. We'll go ahead and set the board up. We'll do an easy one. It says here, another pattern is the back rank mate where a rook or queen snares the enemy king along its first rank. Then there are mates based on pins where a defending piece is prevented from guarding a key square. Let's just take a look at a back rank mate because it's an easy one, a really simple one. I don't want to give you a hard one if you're just starting out, you're just learning this. We'll do number 12. This is a white mates and 2 moves. Board's wrong. Board's wrong. I just grabbed it, put it on top, grabbed the pieces out, but yeah, always keep that light on the right. So yeah, the board is wrong on that one. That's why you saw pieces on there. If there's any rival chess clubs saying, he doesn't even know how to set the board up. Look, the square in the corner is wrong. No, all I did was just take the pieces out, put this board on top, and just set the pieces down. I didn't set the board up yet. Now I'm setting the board up. So yeah, I know how to set a board up. Hello, Prince Caspian. Hello, Kitty. Okay, that's the final position. Everything's all set. Go ahead and see if you can find the checkmate. Checkmate in 2. Do you spot it? Take your time, think about it. Just so you know, this isn't just made up. I'll go back here and I'll read it. Official answer. Knight to G6 first move. H takes G6. Rook's pawn takes him simply because he can. Well, that's not going to stop it because that right there is your checkmate. Queen takes the rook. When you back that up, you could see, you go right here, the rook down here has got the bishop, okay? So he can't go anywhere right now, and this is it. I don't know if you can see this. You can see here, number 12, which is this one here, down at the bottom. You'll see it looks just like this. That's the board. Well, actually it would be, it looks just like this, okay? But here's the deal on the 2 mover. When he goes here, he forks queen and king. If he doesn't take the knight, he could take this queen the next move. Now, rules of chess say that they have to try to get out somehow. Well, they can't go here because the bishop, can't go here because the bishop, pawn's in the way, queen's in the way, bishop's in the way. There's no place else to go. So they have to try to capture. When they do, that gives a straight shot right here. Straight shot on the rook. Now, that's why it's called a back rank mate, because it wouldn't matter if you had a bishop here or if there would have been a pawn here. It wouldn't matter. It'd still be checkmate. King can't go here, here, here. None of these squares. Well, he can't go here because it was like, even if there were no pawn, it'd still be in line with the queen. But can't get off the line because that pawn would be in the way, or the queen would be in the way. But as it turns out, this is the actual position. The rook covers the bishop, okay? And the bishop early on was used to set this position up, because once you get this queen down here to the back rank, then the king has to get off that line. Think of this like a line. This is called a rank. For those that don't know, all these horizontal rows are called ranks. Verticals are called files. Okay, that's enough on this book. I just want to give you one example and show that, make that real clear. As I said, it really wouldn't matter if this would have been a pawn, you know, he can't get out, or if it was a bishop and he can't get out. Either way, doesn't matter. It's still checkmate, and that's the key. It's a back rank checkmate. A lot of you are probably familiar with more basic patterns like this, called a support mate, where the queen is supported by the bishop. A lot of beginners will try that. Another one is where they have a bishop sitting here, queen comes out to here, f3, comes straight up. Catches a lot of beginners, what we call sleeping at the wheel, where it comes like this, try to pick off a pawn, bingo, and they get them. Okay? But in our example, we don't get sidetracked here. In our example from Bruce Pandolfini's wonderful book, Chestercises, More Chestercises Checkmate, this was the example that he used to illustrate the back rank mate. And if you're more used to seeing something where they come down along these lines, you know, this one, it also works. Doesn't matter how you get the king, how you get the checkmate. You know, you get one for the win column, you get a point irregardless. Doesn't matter. You can do an Arabian mate, you could do Bowden's mate, Blackburn, Lolly. Doesn't matter what kind of mate you do, it's still checkmate. You're still going to get a point, you're still going to win. Let's go to the next book, because I want to wrap this up. We're getting a long video here. Okay, this one's called 1001 Brilliant Ways to Checkmate. Okay, and I'll just let you see this for yourself. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this example called harrying the king. Okay, that's where you're going. Whoops.
Okay,
That's
it
where you're
says,
going to chase down the
If
king.
it's often true that a king may become exposed to attack after castling, how much more strongly does this apply when the king has been deprived of the castling privilege or has not had a chance to make use of it? Once the king is in a seriously exposed position, the attacker may take all sorts of risk and sacrifice material with abandon. The likelihood of achieving checkmate is a blank check for all sorts of risk taking. The fact is, though, that often enough an exposed king is in such deadly danger that no risk need be incurred to checkmate him. In diagram 656, for example, time out, let me see this. Oh, not as likely, you'll probably encounter that. Says, white has forced the black king way out on a limb. This required the sacrifice of a piece, to be sure, but it now pays off handsomely as white checkmates on the move with a pretty double check. In diagram 659, white has already sacrificed 2 pieces and even proceeds to sacrifice his queen. Oh, sacrifice queen too. And all very well justified, you see, with the black king so far from home. One look at the diagram and you know there must be some radical way of putting an end to the black king's sufferings. Let's take a look at that one. 659. Saying, how in the world did they get that king? Oh, how in the world did they get that king so far away from home? Here's your puzzle. Try this. See if my guess is right. Yep. Yep, I was right. I was right. Spot on. It is a 2-mover. Yep, 2 moves. That's it. 2 moves and the king is done. Yeah, that's it. See if you could find this. If you could find this checkmate in 2. Spot it? You don't spot it? Okay, did you spot that? Alright, did you spot the winning move? If you're thinking here, wrong answer. If you said here, give yourself points for being alert, paying attention. Correct. Patzer sees, Patzer does, takes the queen. There's your checkmate, right there. Pawn covers rook, knight covers pawn, rook's got that, rook's got this, this. The knight has got that right there. And the rook has got the king in check. Checkmate, game over, done. But the key was, if you could spot that as the first move. If you could spot that, because here's your checkmate right here. But you need to get this move first. You need to be able to spot that. Because if you can't spot this, you're not going to spot this right here. You got a rook sitting here in the corner. What I want you to do is not try to go here and here like 1, 2 steps. Try to see the final position in your mind. Try to see the rook sitting right here. Think to yourself, well, wait a minute. Okay, pawn's got that. Knight's got that. Rook, rook, rook. Knight's covering the pawn. He can't go that way. Nothing's covering this. Nothing's covering this. But if you had a rook, that piece would cover that square and that square. In other words, try to see all the flight squares first. See where the king can go. And then see your piece putting the king in check. Pay attention, be alert. Books are good. This is a really good book. They're great. They're great to learn with. But learn the skills, and then you'll spot stuff like this. You'll say, well, wait a minute. I need a piece to cover here. Let's see. Back up. I got the knight. It's got this pawn. Pawn's got that square covered. Can he take the pawn and get out? No. Knight's got the pawn. Rook's got here, here, here. I need this one and this one. Essentially, the pawn has that square there. But I still need this one here and this one here. You could be smart and you can look for patterns. The pattern is not 1 and 2. 1 and 2. That's not the pattern. The pattern is here. A piece sitting here that puts the king in check. Number 1, cannot be taken. Number 3, all the flight squares are covered. Here and here are the only other flight squares. So you'd want to work backwards. You want to see the final position first. Oh, that'd be checkmate. Or, oh, that'd be checkmate. You know, and you don't really at first go like this and this. You just see this sitting right here. And you say checkmate or mate. You know, when I play it, yeah, I play a lot different. I took a lot of tests, and when you're like me, you've done a lot of tests, you get up to 2600 level, you don't really see all this. Excuse me. You don't really see all this here going here and here and all that. Not at first. You just look for final positions. If I had a queen or a rook sitting on that square, that'd be mate. And then the next thing that you look at is, how do I get it? How many moves will it take me to get it? If I had a rook sitting here, it only goes in a straight line, so it would have to go to here. Would have had to have been its last move. And then there's the original square. Same thing here. If you had a queen, that would have been its move. Not here, not here, not here. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's 2 moves. Can you do it in 2 moves? So, from here, 1 would have been the last move, and 2. Pretty much no-brainer. Done deal. Easy. Piece of cake.